Shawty really bad. Words of a faint, something like a bad. Well, I want your love, call me when you can. Girl, going up, going up.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be going through a deep dive of Relicanth. Relicanth is not necessarily a meta pick, but I thought since we're going through Cliffhanger right now, I'd go through a couple of the 0 point Pokemon for Cliffhanger. And I think Relicanth is one of the better ones for that. So Relicanth is a water rock type, so interesting typing that he has. And the fast move you have is Water Gun, and the charge attacks you're going to want to use are Ancient Power and Aqua Tail. Water Gun is a very fast move, doesn't do the most amount of damage, and has a decent energy gain. It's going to take you 13 Water Guns to get to your Aqua Tail, and Aqua Tail, being a water move, is super effective against fire, rock, and ground. And then it's going to take you 12 Water Guns to get to Ancient Power, which is good against fire, flying, ice, and bug. Another thing about Ancient Power is that it has a 10% chance to boost your I think it's to dramatically boost your attack and defense, which I believe is a +2 to both of those. So one thing about Relicanth is that it is a regional exclusive Pokemon, meaning that you can only catch it in the region that it's located in, and that region, I believe, is in the New Zealand area, and it may also include Australia. I'm not 100% sure on that. But a PV Perfect IV for Relicanth is 1 attack, 15 defense, 15 stamina. And with those IVs, you can get to level 22.5. So Relicanth has a lot of good resistances. It resists flying, it double resists fire, it resists ice, normal, and poison as well. And it is weak to electric, fighting, ground, and then it's double weak to grass. So some of the things that are interesting about Relicanth is that it isn't, so since it isn't a meta Pokemon in the normal metas, it is a relatively unknown factor, so a lot of people aren't going to know its movesets. So two things could possibly happen if they don't know the movesets. You can throw off a move and they'll shield it because they don't know whether or not it's going to be a water move, a rock move. Maybe it has a different type of move that isn't associated with its type. So they may shield something that they didn't need to shield. And another scenario that could happen against moves you don't know, or Pokemon you don't know, is that you just assume that it only has water moves. Some people don't even know that it is a rock type Pokemon as well. So if you're taking on, let's say, a flyer, and you throw out an Ancient Power and they don't block it, you know, rock is going to do a lot of damage against flying there. So those are maybe not the best reasons to use it, but it actually is pretty good. It has high bulk, as well as a decent attack stat, so those two are usually go hand in hand with a Pokemon being pretty good in Pokemon Go. Another plus is that you could get your boost from the Ancient Power to your attack and defense, which will totally change the landscape of a battle. So let's say you're in a somewhat even matchup. If you get the boost in an even matchup, it means the whole battle's changed, right? You are now going to win that battle, probably by a decent margin, and that could throw off the whole game plan that your opponent had for this Pokemon. Like maybe he has to shield an extra time to win, or there is no chance of winning and he loses the switch advantage. So let's go over the Pokemon that Relicanth is good against, and that's going to be Togekiss, Bastiodon, Frostlass, Lapras, Sableye, Alolan Muck, Umbreon, and Skarmory. So some of these Pokemon are pretty niche Pokemon, like the Dark types and the Ghost types. But some of these Pokemon are really good, like Lapras, Bastiodon, and Skarmory. So those are good matchups to know that you can win with this Pokemon. Some of the Pokemon that it's bad against that are meta-defining are Medicham, Defense Deoxys, Lantern, Melmetal, Venusaur, Tropius, and Azumarill. So a lot of its bad matchups are core meta Pokemon, but save for certain tournament types, these Pokemon are not necessarily allowed, maybe. You're going to be good against a lot more of the field. So something like Cliffhanger, where you can only pick one from that S tier category, let's say they pick their one and their one is Skarmory, then you don't have to worry about all of those extra bad matchups like Medicham and Defense Deoxys. Yeah, you may, or Azumarill, but you may have to worry about some of the ancillary Pokemon like Tropius and Melmetal and Lantern, but all Pokemon are going to have their weaknesses, you know. So yeah, those are the reasons why I think Relicanth can be a decent player in certain metas. And if you want to catch the next deep dive, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any other Pokemon you want me to do a deep dive on, go ahead and let me know. And thanks for watching.